From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo. Emergency responders in Thailand say 2 people are dead and an unknown number of others are still under the rubble of a building this morning that collapsed after a massive earthquake hit the capital. It also rattled neighboring Myanmar. It was a magnitude 7.7 quake that struck midday Friday. Rescuers say several people have been found alive within the rubble of what was a high-rise building under construction in Bangkok. It's day 6 of the federal election campaign, and for a second day, Liberal leader Mark Carney will be pulled away from campaigning to discuss more tariffs being unleashed by U.S. President Donald Trump. In his role as Prime Minister, Mark Carney met yesterday with a cabinet committee and will meet virtually today with Canada's premiers to discuss the country's response to Trump's coming duties on Canadian-made auto and auto parts imports. He said Trump's people have reached out and a phone call will be scheduled soon. Carney briefly returned to the campaign trail last night in Montreal, where he repeated that Canada will fight these tariffs.
We need to fundamentally reimagine our economy. It will take hard work.
Elbows up.
It will. We're going to have them up for a long time. It will take steady and focused determination from government, from business, from labor.
NDP leader Jagmeet Singh rallied up auto workers yesterday in Windsor, Ontario, while Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre urged Trump to knock it off with his disastrous tariff threats while he was campaigning in Coquitlam, BC. Poilievre also unveiled a plan to boost the amount that Canadians can put into tax-free savings accounts. A new AP NORC poll finds only 45% of U.S. adults right now consider America to be close allies with Canada. That's down from about 60% in a poll done in September of 2023. A Southern Ontario court is set to hear more witness testimony today in the murder trial of 2 people accused of killing a police officer. Ontario Provincial Police Constable Greg Prashala was shot in December of 2022 while responding to a vehicle in a ditch outside Hagersville. The Crown prosecutor told jurors yesterday that Prashala's body camera captured the moment he was killed. He said jurors should expect to hear witness testimony that the 2 suspects then sped off in an allegedly stolen car. And a long line of weather warnings is stretching from west of Edmonton and eastward all the way to the shores of Lake Ontario today.
Environment Canada says the bulk of the notices are made up of snowfall warnings until you reach southern Ontario. That's where they start turning into freezing rain warnings. The snowfall forecast calls for accumulations of up to 30 centimeters in parts of Alberta, the Prairie Provinces, and northern Ontario. Southern Ontario, including the Greater Toronto Area, can expect the freezing rain to persist until Sunday. Icy and slippery conditions are likely, and widespread power outages are possible. Rob Westgate, The Canadian Press.
This is The Canadian Press. In sports, Macklin Celebrini scored the shootout winner as the San Jose Sharks survived a late rally to edge the Toronto Maple Leafs 6-5. The Leafs scored twice with under a minute left in regulation with the goalie pulled, but they lost in the shootout to the Sharks. The Calgary Flames felt they deserved a better fate in a 5-2 loss to Dallas after launching a barrage of shots and having 2 goals disallowed. Stars goalie Casey DeSmith made 46 saves. Flames head coach Ryan Huska says he liked the way his team played, just not the result.
We don't have time to dwell on it, but I think what you'd like the team to recognize, most nights you play like that, you win those games.
The Seattle Kraken beat the Edmonton Oilers 6-1. Ottawa edged Detroit 4-3. And Philadelphia beat the Montreal Canadiens 6-4. The Toronto Blue Jays are back in action tonight, hosting the Baltimore Orioles in their second game of the Major League Baseball season. Toronto got thumped 12-2 yesterday afternoon in the season opener. From the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.